Hey YouTube, my name's Chris. I'm 33. I live southwest of Chicago. Just moved here about 4 weeks ago. Before that I lived just north of downtown, about 6 miles. Lived there for 6.5 years. So total of going on 7 years living Chicago. I'll give you a little bit brief history about me and my transition process. 100% sure 3 years ago is when I actually figured out that I was transgendered, FTM. But previously to that I didn't really know what the term was. I just knew that I felt like a guy inside. There was nothing about me feminine. Of course I went through all of the stages. I don't know if it's like that for anyone else, but I went through the stage of where I identified as lesbian, feminine, and then it progressed to soft butch, then more butch, and then I guess stone butch, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, that's how I ended up to transgender. But like I said, I've known all of my life that been a guy. My family, I told them 2 years ago. I had basically got them all together. I have a sister and 2 nephews, and then I got my mom and dad all in the same room and told them that I was transgender. This is how I felt. Actually had a little meeting with my mom beforehand, so actually all took it really well. They kind of looked at me with the well, duh. And as far as how they've acted since then, I haven't used any male pronouns. My mom and my dad, they try to call me Chris. My sister, she still calls me by my birth name and she, but I think once the transition takes place and I start taking T more and get more masculine and get facial hair, masculine features, then I think it'll just kind of fall into place with her. As far as what else, work, I just told my employer this past Monday that I would be transitioning and gave him some information about that. I knew he would. I knew my boss would take it pretty well, but I didn't know to the extent that he would. He didn't have any concerns about it. As far as my other co-workers, I work with about 10 other male co-workers, and not going to be a big deal with them. 3 of them know. I've already told them about it, but I'm not going to have any problems in that aspect. As far as what I do for my employment, I deliver medical gas. I deliver medical gas to hospitals. They're 40-pound cylinders. They come about to mid-chest, so I get my workout there, so I don't really no need to go to a gym. I do have the intention of going to a gym, but I think mostly for the cardio aspect and also to tone my arms and other parts of my body. But just to give you an idea of how physical my work is, this is what my arm looks like already. So I definitely want to sculpt that more and get it in better shape, but like I said, I don't feel as though I'm going to have any need for doing a lot of weightlifting. I average about 3,000 to 5,000 pounds a week, so it's a pretty significant amount of weight to lift. As far as starting tea, I had my first dose today. It was 1 milliliter. In a month I'll go back. We'll see how I did with that dose, if they need to up it or lower it. I was actually surprised at how quick this process took place. I was expecting around a month or so between going to the regular ND, getting the blood work drawn, and then having to go see the psychologist, when in reality here it only took 2 weeks. The first week, 2 weeks ago, went to the regular MD. They drew my blood, and then last Thursday I believe it was, I went and met with a psychologist and just to make sure I'm mentally stable. But really, who is mentally stable these days? But I guess found me mentally stable enough to not be crazy, kill any people, anything like that. But then today, like I said, I had my first shot of tea, which was spectacular in my opinion. As far as the injection, had no pain, anything like that. The only effects, physical effects it had on me was after the injection, it burned a little bit, and then burnt for probably an hour or two afterwards, after I had the injection, down the side of my leg and further down towards my calf and stuff. But right now it's not really burning anymore. It's been about, I think about 7 hours since I had the shot. Other effects that I've noticed since I've had that shot earlier today was higher energy level. My energy level, due to my work schedule, I find myself getting sleepy around 8 to 9 p.m. I'm not sleepy at all. I have a really high energy level. Could also